today's video, we're going to take a look at 4 different armies to help you and your clan get more capital gold at clan capital level 7. What's going on, my friends? My name is Joe, welcome back to the show, and today we're going to be taking a look at some armies, 4 of them to be exact, for clan capital level 7. Now let's go ahead and get into what troops we have available in Paradox Reloaded. These are our options and levels, as well as the spells. Now according to this, we have 210 troop housing space and 5 spell housing space. So you got to look at this and compare it to your own clans and see how you might need to adjust these armies. They're all examples on different districts, so that way, you can try it on the districts that you see here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the raid weekend, and we're going to take a look at a particular raid that had the most clan capital gold gained, because that's what we all want, a lot of clan capital gold as well as a lot of raid medals. So let's go ahead and get into that raid, and we're going to start out on one of the more challenging districts for a lot of players out there, Dragon Cliffs. Now when we get into Dragon Cliffs, you're going to notice that he had to do it with 3 different attacks, and this is the army that he used. 10 super giants, 4 battle rams, 9 super wizards, pretty much the same army that we saw back in the earlier stages of clan capital, but with a lot more levels and a lot more options. And he's not going to just spam them, but he's going to start out by splitting this base and opening up the deployment zone by the use of the battle ram on the far right side. And then he's going to do the same thing on the left side to grant access to the defenses in that tiny little compartment on the left. Battle Ram opens up the compartment. Here comes some super giants, super wizards, and we're going to really kind of focus in right here to start with. Let's go ahead and speed it up just a little bit because these troops do move a little slow. Super wizards, super giants are going to easily take down this side of the base. Let's go back to the opposite side, and he's going to start targeting the region of the base on the right where that monster super dragon post is. It's probably one of those placements that a lot of players cannot stand, or defenses that players can't stand. We got super giants place, super wizards. He's going to drop that raid spell on top of the area where the super giant is located. On the left side, he still has super giants and super wizards clearing out the base and opening up more of the deployment zone. The most action's going to be happening right there. Unfortunately, the super dragons are going to prevail and stop the super giants and super wizards from moving forward, as well as that super annoying defense in that gigantic expo. So let's go ahead and speed it up. That way we can get into the second raid or second attack within this district. Same exact army, but this time around he's going to come in right here where the super dragons are located, dropping the lightning spells to do damage to defenses, dropping the rage spell pre-placed, and then he's going to drop his battle ram to serve as distractions while he drops his super giants and his super wizards. They're going to take out the Inferno Tower. Super wizards are going to work on taking down the super annoying super dragon. So many supers, huh? It's crazy. Super wizards are going to take out the defenses in the center while the super giants proceed forward, taking on the super wizard tower, and then they're going to cross the bridge over where the district hall is located. But unfortunately, in this situation, there is one super dragon still in the air, and it's going to take out his troops very easily. So let's go ahead and speed it up. That way we can go into the final attack, but you're going to notice how he uses the army. That's the purpose of all of this, right? That way you might be able to use this army as well, and I'm more than likely going to try this army out myself. A lot of super giants, a lot of super wizards. He's going to drop the super giants to distract against the super dragon. Super wizards are going to take it out. We can speed it up because you guys know how this is going to go down at this point. Very easy manipulation of the base. But I think the most important thing here was splitting the base instead of just dropping all the troops in one place. The next district that we're going to take a look at is Balloon Lagoon. We're going to start out on the second attack because the army in this one is pretty much what we expected. Super dragons, rocket loons, minions, heal, 2 lightnings, and he's going to start out with a little bit of spammage. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with spam, guys. If it works, it works. So he's got Super Dragons placed. He's going to launch rocket balloons to go in there after the spear thrower. He's going to drop the heal spell and allow the dragons time to go in there and take on the air defense and the hidden Mega Tesla. Now, we also have to worry about that monstrosity, which is the rocket artillery, dropping bombs on top of our Super Dragons. They're going to move in there. They're going to take that defense down very easily. It's based on the levels, of course, at Capitol Hall level 7. So he's going to see a split with his Super Dragons, and they're going to run into a situation where they got to take on air bombs. Naturally, this is not going to work out. So let's go ahead and speed it up, because we're going to get about 77%, and he's going to come right back in with the same exact army and finish up this base, using the battle rams to destroy walls, which open up more of the deployment zone. That's a big key there. Pay attention to that. Make sure that you use battle rams or something to open up walls to extend your deployment zone. But what he's going to do here is he's going to split with his Super Dragons, taking out the remaining defenses on the right side, launch his rocket balloons in there to try to take down as many defenses as possible, and it's going to overpower. I mean, very simple stuff when it comes to the second army. It's a very powerful option, and I would definitely recommend it. Now, moving into our third army, we're going to go ahead and jump into Wizard Valley. So his first army was a version of the very first army, which was Super Giants, Super Wizards. We got, at this point, Super Giants and Super Wizards dominate the clan capital. We've known that since day one. He's got some minions on the left side where there were no defensive structures, clearing out buildings. And he's going to get about 40, 50 something percent here. Yeah, he's still got minions over there working. 50%, that's where he's going to finish out, right? Now, this is where things get interesting. Our third army, in fact, is going to be 2 of the Flying Fortress, a Battle Ram, as well as a Super Barbarian. Heal spell, 2 lightning spells. But I want you to see what he does right here. He's going to start out with his Battle Ram to open up and extend all of the deployment zone. Very clever, my friend. And then he's going to drop 2 of the Flying Fortresses. Now, we're going to speed this up because the Flying Fortress themselves moves rather slow. I mean, it's a very slow, tanky unit, but it's also very, very powerful, just like a siege machine on the home village. He's going to take down various defenses in the Inferno Tower and the Super Wizard Tower. They're going to lock on to another Super Wizard Tower, and the first one's going to get taken out. Notice how it drops skeletons, which are going to start cleaning up all the buildings that were missed by the Flying Fortress itself. We can speed it up a little bit more because this thing does move incredibly slow. I don't know about you guys, but watching this thing work is quite gratifying, but sometimes I wish it would just go a little bit faster, So it's going to finish up, take out remaining buildings. He's going to take on one more defense. All he has is one more defense in the cannon cart post, which is not going to do much damage to the Flying Fortress itself. Very simple 3-star. So keep this one in mind when it comes to the 2 Flying Fortress option. So we're going to go ahead and jump ahead to Capitol Peak, one of the more challenging bases to take down for any raid weekend. I'm sure everybody has a little bit of difficulty trying to take these things down by themselves. Now, we got 3 different attackers with 4 attacks. The first attacker used a variation of the very first army with Super Giants, Super Wizards, and a whole buttload of sneaky archers to take down those clan houses. You guys know how this goes down. But we're going to go ahead and jump ahead to our 4th army, which was, of course, the Mountain Golem. So the Mountain Golem, even at level 2, is super powerful. And what's really interesting is that this base still had the Capitol Hall active. So he's going to start out with his lightning spells. He did bring another rage, and he does bring more of the sneaky archers as well as a super wizard. Now he's going to use his sneaky archers to take out buildings on the right side of the village or on the bottom, and then he's going to place his Mountain Golem as well as that single super wizard to do damage to the grouped up buildings in the core of this village. Mountain Golem has hit points for days. This dude is a monster, and if you have him available, I would recommend using him as much as you possibly can. But the only problem is that he takes up a bulk of your camp housing space alone. So let's go ahead and speed this up, because this guy, you're going to notice, he will go through defenses and take them down. He takes on everything, as a matter of fact, just buildings in general, walls. I mean, I love this troop. This troop is super cool. Really cool graphics. He just destroys literally everything. But this is how they were able to take down the capital peak with ease. With a little bit of combination between the players working together. I don't know how much they actually planned together. They might have just kind of caveated off of each other's attacks. But that is the 4th army. And if your clan is playing Capital Hall level 7, let us know what armies you're using down in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video.